Welcome back, guys. In this section we are going to work on the Redux Toolkit state management setup as well as the showing the loaders and hiding the loaders with the help of the global loader variable. So first let me go to the Redux folder, src. This is the Redux folder. So here I'm going to create a new folder or new file called as the loaders reducer .js. So you can call this as loader slice or loaders reducer. So in the current terminology we need to call it as the slice only, loaders slice.js. Now we need to get the create slice method from the Redux toolkit. So import create slice from Redux toolkit. Now I'm just writing export const loaders slice is equal to create slice of name is equal to loaders, initial state is loading, or just write loading false. Initially loading is equal to false. Let's close this. Reducers. So I can directly write show loading function. Show loading state dot loading is equal to true. Hide loading state dot loading is equal to false. Close this. Now export const show loading hide loading loader slice dot actions. Perfect. And also here you need to observe one thing. You need not to write to show loading hide loading separately. If you want, you can write directly show loading by taking the value true or false. That's up to you. So basically in my projects I will use both separately, show loading and hide loading, to understand easily. So instead of passing the parameters, so that is the reason I kept it separate. So we got the loader slice ready, and we also got the two actions exported, show loading, hide loading. So we will use these two actions or functions to control the value of the loading variable. So whenever the API request is in the processing state, first we will call this show loading, it will become true. And whenever this loading value is true, we are going to show some spinner icon on the screen. And once we got the response from the backend, again we'll call the hide loading and we'll make this loading false. So obviously the spinning icon will be hidden. So this is the concept. So now you also need to write one more thing here. Just get rid of this export, and here I'm going to write export loader slice dot reducer. Perfect. So now you need to create a store file, store.js. okay, so import create store or else configure store from Redux toolkit, and let's import the loaders reducer. Okay, and also parallelly let's write the users reducer also, users slice dot js. So basically in the protected route we are calling the get current user API, right? So once we are getting, right now we are doing it in the local, that means we are having that user data in a state variable. So instead of that I'm going to put it in a global state, so I can access that in all the pages. Okay, import create slice from Redux toolkit, and here user slice name is equal to user, initial state user is equal to null, only one user. Close this, and then reducers set user state dot user is equal to action dot payload. Clear user is not required, obviously it will be cleared. Close this. Export const set user and also export default user slice dot reducer. Now go to the store.js, and here I am just writing export default configure store, and it will take the reducer. First one will be the loaders, second one will be the users reducer. Perfect. So now we can access the values of loading and user with the help of these reducers using the use selector hook. Now go to the index.js, where it is here. So let's import the store here. It's not getting imported. Let me go to the store.js. So here I'm just write const store is equal to, and here I'll just write export default store. Now it will work. Store. Perfect. This is okay. And here instead of react.street mode, you need to use the provider. So let's import the provider from React Redux and replace this react.street mode with the provider. And here also provider. And just provide the store to parent component. Users reducer is not defined. Go to the store. Okay, let's define the users reducer. Perfect. So I think we are good with the setup. Now let's go to the protected route. Components, protected route. Get rid of this user. And here instead of normal set user, create the dispatch object. Use dispatch. And now call dispatch set user. Dispatch set user, we don't need this. Response dot data, and set user needs to be imported. Perfect. So what is this set user again? Yeah, here dispatch set user null. Dispatch set user null, and here also dispatch set user null. And this user variable previously we are having in the state, now we have to take it from the reducer. So I'm just writing const user is equal to use selector state dot users. Perfect. So now even if I refresh the page, I have to get the same output. So let's refresh these ones and go to the login. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 login. Awesome. So refresh. So everything is working as expected. So now we are done with the Redux Toolkit state management setup. So in the next lecture we are going to work on showing and hiding the loaders whenever the API requests are in the processing state. Thank you.